guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. I feel like it's been so long since we last talked or chatted on a vlog style video. Maybe like a couple weeks now. A lot I have to update you with, but basically I accepted that job, the part-time position, officially last week, and I asked them for about a week and a half before to start, just because I feel like I have been on a roller coaster of emotions the last 2 months, from losing my job to going in survival mode and working on my resume, my website, my portfolio. Honestly too, my website, I was looking at it, I was like, this is not even like 10% of the work I want to show on there, but the survival instinct in me during that time was just get it up so I could start applying for jobs. Oftentimes you hear a lot of people say when you go through something, you're either in fight or flight. And when it came to, I guess, my career, trying to figure out finances, trying to land another job, I went into fight mode. But as I reflect now, looking back at the last 2 months, I think everything else around my life, I went into flight mode, basically kind of running away from it. I think I did that because I was just kind of scared of the uncertainty that came with losing a job. And I hate that because I hate that money sort of drives how we live our lives, which it's just a fact. It's just the way of life. We need money to live. And I think that also caused me to start thinking about my life and how I want to live a more simple life, maybe add more meaning to my life. And so that was like a huge sort of takeaway I've gotten from these last 2 months. Another takeaway I got was I feel like it was my first time where I actually felt a sense of depression. Granted, yes, I have been through a lot of things where, you know, people have passed away in my life and I've gotten to ruts of days where I felt hopeless and sad and grieving and all that stuff, but it never really debilitated me from doing anything. I never felt like I couldn't do something, but in the last 2 months, I realized a lot of the simple things that were so easy for me to do were so hard. I think a lot of that dealt with because it was things to move forward and I didn't know how to move forward yet. So an example was the dogs had needed to get a vet appointment. I was supposed to schedule it right before I lost my job. It took me 4 weeks or over 4 weeks to actually schedule it. It's just I had these reminders in my reminder app, schedule appointment. I would change the date. I would delete it. I would re-add it. And I don't know why such a simple task was so hard for me to do. Maybe it was because it was moving forward in life and just like adulting and normal things, and I couldn't do that yet because I had to figure out my work stuff. Like that's where all of my mental stuff was and priorities were, and so all these little things I just shoved away. Other things in my life that I sort of neglected that were just really super easy adulting things was our car needs service. We reached about 60,000 miles on a Range Rover. The brakes are bad and we need an oil change, and that took me 5 weeks to set up an appointment for. Things like doing laundry, vacuuming, household chores. As you guys see, landscaping, it was so hard for me to do. The fact I couldn't do it just makes me wonder if I had a slight form of depression, because I don't really want to use that word too lightly, because I know a lot of people who have depression have it so much worse. My niece suffered from depression when she was younger, and when I would talk to her about it today, you know, I asked her about what it's like, and she's like, I couldn't even get up to shower. That's when I started thinking, okay, maybe I had a light form of that because, like I said, making an appointment shouldn't be hard. Okay, what are some other updates? Let's see. Okay, I also wrapped up a project I am working on with my best friend from college. I had mentioned it previously in my last vlog, but it hasn't launched yet, and so I think we're launching this weekend, but I had been working on a website for them. They're starting an American independent entertainment company focusing on films and television, and their main target focus right now in the beginning is going to be telling stories through AAPI and Filipino voices. Him and his husband are obviously the founders, co-presidents, but they really want to bring me along in some sort of capacity, which we're not quite sure yet because this is going to take a while to build. I would love to probably get into maybe pitch decks and pitching stories and, you know, kind of working alongside producers, directors, writers, actors. I think that would be really cool. But again, that's like way in the future. They're in LA, so this is sort of just like a right now super part-time for me to work on. Obviously, I have my part-time job now and then my YouTube. So this is kind of like a second passion project that hopefully I could be part of in the future, but that's exciting. I built the website. I will show you guys later. Yeah, I guess that's been pretty much it. The last couple of days, I have been just trying to have as much fun as I can and relaxing and trying to get out of that rut that I was in. Went out with my girlfriends. We went to a restaurant called Choi's in downtown. We're going to Choi. Outfit check. Boom, pow. Feel like falling deeper. Let's go. Two followers. But right now, I do actually want to make hamburger helper tonight. I'm feeling a little bit nostalgic. Let's go inside real quick. I am actually craving hamburger helper, and instead of doing the box kind, I'm gonna do it from scratch. But before we head out to Vaughn's to grab the groceries, I do want to share something with you guys. So I got these candles from a influencer. His name is Jalen. What's up, Jalen? Thank you so much for sending me this. It's a black-owned business, which we love, and his company is called JB Maison. And he asked if he could send me some candles just to see what I thought. And I was like, of course. I mean, I would love to support him. So let's do a little quick unboxing. He sent me a few fragrances to choose from, and I believe the ones that I chose are a little bit more on the masculine side. All right, here we go. Let's open this guy up. Nice. Oh, wow. Has some candle care, trim your wick. Always trim your wick 1/4 of an inch before each burn. Super cool, I love that. Instructions for candles, which I think is really beneficial because I just saw a little candle hack about how to get the most out of your candles. So I think this kind of goes along with that idea. How the candles are packaged. Nice. I love the packaging. I feel like this could work in many homes. So this one is called Static, and it's white tea, jasmine, sambac, pink peppercorn, suede, incense. Ooh, this feels like it's right up my alley. Okay, Jalen, one cute thing you could do is probably like, it'd be awesome to have like a little candle opener, because it's pretty hard to like open this. Like a little mini flathead screwdriver might be cute, since it does resemble kind of like a paint can. There you go. Oh, this smells amazing. I would wear this as a fragrance. So good. Okay, let's try another one. This one is Le Soleil. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's kaffir, lime, cacao, exotic berries, orchid, lily, geranium, vetiver, sea salt, musk. Anything with musk I usually like. Oh yeah, this smells good too. Yeah, I mean, like, as cute as these things are, I would actually prefer a little opener. Aside from this, if you're trying to not be as wasteful, if you add like another item to this, but something to pop this off might be cool. So that's how that looks. Ooh, oh my God, I'm not even kidding. I got a little goosebumps. I love fragrances. Ah, smells so good. Again, thank you so much, guys. Check him out. JB Maison, I will link him down below. Small black-owned business, support. And I know I've mentioned this often when I was talking about my Aromatech diffuser over there that I have since stopped buying candles, but I do also mention that I do buy candles for like parties for the ambiance. And so these will definitely go to good use when we have some parties. Oh, you know what? He included a little sample right here. I feel like it's like a little tea light candle. This is called Morning Munch. Oh my God. That smells like straight up cereal. That's awesome. Morning cereal, cute. I almost thought it was like for my lips. All right, quick outfit check before we head out. As you saw earlier, I have my vintage Tommy Hilfiger jacket right here. I believe I scored this on Grailed. I love how it's like super oversized and it's perfect for San Diego weather. And then I just have some really classic blue jeans here, and I believe they're from, actually don't know where they're from, but kind of going with like classic Americana colors today. Oh, it's right here.
Cents. Please touch accept weight. $4.50. Please.
Ended up buying some toilet paper because I checked before I left and we only had one roll left, and we're going to Costco tomorrow, so I just want to make sure to have some just in case. Never know. All right, we're back home and I wanted to share with you guys a couple of UGC content that I finished right now. Basically was working with a company called Good Shop, and depends on the company or brand you're working with. Usually they'll send you a creative brief, and then sometimes it's like a video with voiceover and then a video with just text. So I did both for this company. This one is the first one, which is it's gonna be a voiceover, so I will share this with you guys. Yo, I found the best hack for high quality protein without going to pricey stores. Good Shop is a customizable subscription service delivering high quality American meat and seafood right to your door. They have over 60 cuts of meat and seafood that are sourced exclusively from American farms and fisheries. Plus, there are no antibiotics or added hormones ever, and you can taste the quality. So you can finally stop wasting your time searching for quality cuts at expensive grocery stores. And get the good stuff with Good Shop. Use code TQE120 for $120 off. So that's just one sample of sort of a brief. Here is another one that just uses text and music. So yeah, it's kind of cool that I was able to use some past footage from our van trip where we cooked steaks, because they do have steaks, so that was awesome. Kind of lessens the work, and being able to repurpose work saves a lot of time, and so that's something to think about as well. So yeah, I know a lot of you are interested in UGC work, and you've asked me down in the comments to do a tutorial about how I create one. Probably going to do that eventually in the future, but it just takes a lot of time because not only are you actually creating the UGC content, but then I have to create the behind the scenes footage and content with that. So it just can be a lot. So I'm thinking maybe if I do sort of just like a fake one so that I'm not stressing about the final product, just so I can show you guys the sort of steps of how I create it, I might do that. Another thing I want to show you guys too is I wrapped up a project for my friend. Like I said earlier, he's starting an independent entertainment company, and so I finished their website last week, and they're just going over a few details right now for any last minute edits before they launch it. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. It's bold, it's very entertainment forward. Let me show you guys right now. Okay, so here's the website, J Creative. Their names are Justin and JP, so they wanted to play on the J. It was really important to them. And basically in the homepage, I wanted to showcase some stills from some of the film and televisions that JP has put his hands on in terms of marketing. And I felt it was really important and dynamic to show film footage. And so we have that here. And then over here, just a little quick about the company. Meet the founders. That's Justin right there on the left, JP on the right. So JP's background on the right, he's worked almost 2 decades now for E! Entertainment. From there he went to Netflix, and then he ended up at HBO Max Originals. So he was VP of marketing at HBO Max. He recently just resigned and is starting his own venture into his own company, J Creative. Here's the about section. So really bold, and basically for each about section I wanted to have like some of my drone footage. This is from the Philippines. For Justin I used some drone footage from Joshua Tree. And then for myself, I used some clips of an India trip I took back in 2016, I believe. So yeah, let me just read my bio real quick. Mikee Rogers, born in Manila, Philippines, and raised in San Diego, California. Mikee's creative journey began with a disposable camera. As his love for photography grew, so did his love for design and visual aesthetics. He is able to foster that growth as he pursued a degree in graphic design at San Diego State University. Since then, he's built his career with nurturing his eye for beauty as a creative director in the fashion retail space for 18 years, working with a top 300 internet retailer. Currently, Mikee's building his brand on YouTube with lifestyle vlogs and content that has led him to work with brands like Insta360, Our Place, Floyd, Anchor, HelloFresh, and more. And then we have a film and television section here, and this is basically all the key art and marketing that JP has done over the years, working with various departments. I think they outsource some of this as well. Services, pretty straightforward, what we bring to the table. And press, some of their press releases and articles. This one in the middle right here is from Vogue Philippines, which is pretty huge. And then finally, just a little contact section. So yeah, pretty happy with this. All right, so I guess that's it for the rest of the day. I think I'm gonna get off the computer just because, again, I've been on the computer for so many hours every single day for the last 2 months, and my eyeballs just need a rest. Like, they were burning at one point because I was just staring at the screen for hours on end. All right, and there we have it, some homemade hamburger helper done. I grew up with hamburger helper, I don't know if you guys did. Obviously, it's not the most nutritious meal, but at least it's homemade. Let's do a little taste test. Let's go in for a bite. So good. I'll leave the recipe down below if you guys are interested in trying it. It's really easy. And I add like a lot of cayenne pepper and red pepper flakes because I like it really, really spicy, but you can omit that. Got some leftover radishes as well from Korean barbecue. Yum. I swear I could eat banchan with any sort of meal. Promise you guys, I'm Korean in another life. The only thing though is I haven't gotten to Korean dramas yet, but a bunch of my friends love Korean dramas, a bunch of my friends love K-pop, so leave a comment down below if there is a good Korean drama you guys think I should try, like a good first one to watch so that I can get hooked, because I mean, fuck, do I really want to get hooked? I'm already spending so much time on YouTube, watching YouTube, so maybe I don't need to add Korean dramas to my life right now. I'm eating right now because Donnie is probably going to be a little bit late for work. Oh my god, I didn't realize it's only 3:40. I'm eating dinner at 3:40. Maybe I should stop and eat this later. Yeah, but Donnie won't be home till about 5. So let me do one more bite. I'll eat later with him. Sometimes I feel so weird living in a house. Like for the last, prior to 3 years we've been living here, me and Donnie, and even for me before Donnie, I've been living in like apartments and condos. So usually they're like 1 bedroom, less than 1,200 square feet. And you know, it's like, we have this big house now, just the 2 of us. We have this huge table. I'm eating at this dining table, but like, look. I feel so alone. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I mean, don't get me wrong, super grateful, but it is a little bit strange. When we were looking at houses where we used to live, which is a little bit more central, a little closer downtown, a little bit more urban living. For the price that we got this house in that area, so this house is about 2,700 square feet. In that area, it would have been a 1,000 square foot house, fixer-upper, old, dingy, like we would have probably needed 200,000 extra to fix it up. And even then, your lot is small, you have no land, but the neighborhoods are nice and you're centrally located and you're by all of the shops, restaurants, and so yeah, that's like one thing about living in the suburbs. You kind of have to sacrifice that sort of lifestyle. Accidentally ate it all. Guess I'll just have to go for round 2 later.